Hello, you guys. This is Invite the Light with just a little check-in reading for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, because I came back to my channel on an older video where I've actually had a dispute with a viewer who accused me of reading cards in a bad way. And when I asked that fraud, and that's right, I said fraud, which cards or that I'm reading that are bad ones that I am supposedly changing into good ones. I asked for timestamps and I did not get an answer. I very much so, for the very, I want to say, first time, got super triggered past my own boundaries with this person because one, this is a video I'm doing for free. Two, nobody's paying me. This is my time. This is my choice, and that's fine. I do not have the time to sit here and make up stuff about a woman across the world I know nothing about truly, okay? Or a man that living in London I know nothing about. I don't know him personally. So if you are going to have a problem with me, I don't have a problem with you encouraging, speaking, wanting feedback or giving feedback. What I have an issue with is accusations, which you then do not back up. That I don't like. This is my livelihood. This is my reputation, and you don't come in just making blind assumptions and never answering. That is a problem I have. So I know a few of you had a problem with the way that I answered this person, and you can go and shove it up your fucking ass, okay? Because I don't care. All right. I've erased those comments. If you have a problem with the way that I read, either you can keep it pushing to the next channel or simply speak to me civilly. Don't attack me and don't attack my, not me personally, but don't attack my style of reading and then not give me the information or the timestamps I have so that we can have a professional discussion and clear out any kind of confusion you may have. Don't go around just saying lies, okay? So anyway, I'm sorry you guys had to be subjected to that, but I had to say, I really have to admit that person really triggered me, and I was just like, not that professional right now and not that professional then. But also the thing that really bothers me about people is that they will come and will be very, very rude to you. And then when you respond to them on their level, they're like, oh my God, you spoke to me like that. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, you're calling me a liar. You're coming out of nowhere. I don't even know you. So if you can't dish it, you could dish it, but you can't take it out, then don't make a comment at all. And for the rest of you who has snide comments as well, you can keep it pushing straight up your fucking ass. The two or three of you who kept returning back to this channel and commenting on that. All right. So right now, I apologize about that. I need to get that out clearly because I was like, I come back weeks later and I see all this smart snide comments, but then what I asked for is I asked for you to tell me where I was lying about the cards, where I was wrong, and there's still no answers. Just, oh, you just being so rude to us, you this and that. I don't have time for that, and I will disable the comments. Have those that type of nonsense continues on. If anybody does have a problem or a question about a reading or whatever, you can definitely ask. But let's be respectful. Don't just come out accusing me of being a liar and then never giving me the information, where the timestamps and nothing. All right, I know I went all off on that. I'm like clearly still super triggered about that. So let's take a look at these cards here. Seems like you guys can't see them. I'm not sure, but I'm using new cards, by the way, which is cool. This is the moon. This is love. This is the page of air. This is the three of earth, and this is the page of earth. I really feel like with Meghan and Harry that there's a lot of things with this moon card that a lot of us assume and can't see about their relationship. They're doing a good job about trying to, I think, hold their feelings back, become more private, um, as well. And I do think, even following this conversation, there's a lot of misunderstandings. I do feel that a lot of people who are doing readings or people who come and comment who just want them to be divorced and get angry, like, oh my God, you read a good reading for these people. I mean, like it's obscurity, there's like a great level of obscurity like surrounding their relationship. That's just one meaning. But the general meaning, I think, is it's really time for a calm for them. I think they're taking a break. I think they're doing really, really well. But with the page of air as well, I do feel like they have been attacked. I do feel like there are going to be some more attacks against them. But you know what? With the three of Earth, I feel like they have focused on a really good foundation, reestablishing, reinforcing their foundation. I do feel as well the Queen and the monarchy is behind them. I feel like they had like a nice, relaxing kind of they kind of had a relaxing time to readjust on their vacation or whatever, and a time for Megan to reestablish her new bond and everything amidst all of the page of air, which is like really rude talk, really, it just represents the sister and the father who had just come out with just really rude stuff going on. As far as the page of Earth here next to the three of Earth, I feel like the projects to me, first of all, sorry, I do still believe that she actually is pregnant, although pregnancy is not really prominent here. I do feel like there's something developing like a baby here with the page of Earth. Um, and also the three of Earth, sometimes I read it as anyway, whatever. I'm not going to explain myself. If you guys don't like it, no offense. If you don't like it, just keep it pushing to somebody else's channel. All right, so seven of Earth here, the 10 of Earth, and the nine of Earth. Okay, these cards are new for me. So I do really feel like this time with this card here and the way that it's placed, that this time with Harry and Meghan actually, um, yeah, I do believe she's going to have children. If you look at my other videos, I believe that she's announced her pregnancy, over the last 4 or 5 weeks. What do you think of her shorter dress, if anything? I'm sorry, but I don't think anything of her shorter dress. I haven't actually known anything about it. I don't know anything. Was it something well above the knee? I doubt it. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so let me just I'll take another look if you all have some comments, but I'll continue on here. Um, so with the moon, the love, and the seven of Earth, I do think that Harry and Meghan, again, they're a good team, and that it took them some time to sort of reestablish and go, wait a minute, I'm being pulled out of myself. I'm being pulled out of the reality of my relationship. Let me recenter. So I think they are looking at that. I think that they had time to look and reevaluate all the valuable things that they built together, even though we tend to think that they've been together for like a short period of time. In my opinion and my former readings, these two have known each other in at least one other lifetime. And so they kind of contracted to come into this. So what feels like acceleration, accelerated timelines or time periods for us is actually not for them. They have a deep established bond, and you're welcome to look at my videos from this channel or from my other channel, Invite the Light Readings, and check the history. Okay, so they are reevaluating that, and I feel like they were sort of readjusting, realigning. Go, wait a minute, we're letting too much of the public kind of get in the middle of us. We're happy together. We know who we are. So they've been basically doing that, and then they've also forwarded a partnership. Like, how are we going to go forward in dealing with the public and dealing with outright hatred? And some of you, in fact, are energetically, I'm going to speak honestly, some of you are like really energetically irresponsible, because there are a lot of you like, when are they getting a divorce and all of this? Like, I mean, to send out that kind of energy, to go on these videos and keep making these comments over and over and over again. And we don't have to go from video to video to see that you're the type of person to do that. Constantly sending that energy, trying to project that onto them, totally, really collapses your own world and any possibility of happiness as well. That destabilizes your timelines. So you need to be responsible and get out of these people's fucking business as far as whether it's a success or not. Okay. All right. So um, let's look at this page of air. Yeah, what I really see here is despite the really nastiness, the nasty tweets and stuff. I don't know if you guys can actually see this. I'm sorry. Hold on. Excuse any type of background stuff going on. Maybe you can see that better. Okay. So, yeah, as far as that's concerned, again, this card, the Ten of Earth coming under here, really reinforces the fact that they are standing together as a family unit. And for me, the Queen is at the center of this. She is the one who sets the pace. So it's very, very good. I see nothing where we need to really probe into a really deep reading with Meghan and Harry. They're recalibrating. They're understanding as well where they are in their relationship. They may even be actually establishing some levels of spirituality. They may be going a little deeper into their connection. They may be actually realizing that they have had a lifetime together before and they're kind of looking into that and they're trying to harness that power plus the power that they have in this lifetime, and really understand the strength and the contract of this. So, for those of you who are out there just constantly and unwarranted wishing negativity against these people, these two people constantly just minding their fucking business, okay? Um, you're not going to stop what has been divinely ordered, okay? You're not going to stop it. So it's best you focus on your life. If you want to be happy for these people, it's great. If you don't and don't want to send any energy toward them, fine. But, the negative energy is only going to go back toward you, okay? So, and with the Nine of Earth, I really see here, there's just a strong fortification here of reinforcement with the family. I do think, again, the Queen quite likes Meghan. I told you guys that a long time ago. Um, and even if she doesn't, there's the Eight of Air here. I'm going to just pull another card just to make sure I have the proper context of this. From other readings I've had, has shown that I think the Queen and Meghan actually quite like each other. And there's things that they want to do, but it feels like they've kind of slowed down and not been able to work on those type of projects yet. It may be because she's now pregnant and now there's a baby developing. Um, Not exactly sure, but the foundation that they have here and here just really shows it's really good, and it's making her feel better because this family of Megan's was like tearing her apart, and I know that she felt that they were creating a lot of stress on, yeah, creating a lot of stress in her life. Okay, so let me just take a look. Sorry, creating a lot of stress in her life and also beginning, with the father or the brother coming out with the comments against Kate Middleton's family. It feels and it appears that they're also trying to destabilize Meghan's relationships with Kate, with the Queen. Here's the Empress card. So I do believe that there is a pregnancy, but I also believe that this is a new Meghan, not just a Meghan who's becoming a mother, but this is a Meghan who's really beginning to come into her own now and beginning to gather some serious strength. She might really end up being super powerful in that family. And the Queen may be looking at her as the next person to kind of lead with Harry. And if you see my old readings, then you'll know Okay, here's the queen, right? With the emperor and the chariot there. Of course, the queen really wants to keep the royal family going. She wants to develop it. She wants to enhance it. She wants to clear the bloodlines, which is again why I said many months ago um, that Meghan and Harry were actually married on the day that Anne Boleyn was beheaded. And Anne Boleyn, as you know, was the mother of Queen Elizabeth, not Queen Elizabeth, excuse me. Yeah, Elizabeth the First. Sorry, Queen Elizabeth with Henry the Eighth. Um, and so like and then Queen Elizabeth went on to rule for like what 39, 40 years as a single woman, you know. But in any case, there was a lot of trauma there. And I do believe that the queen, from what I saw in my other readings, is that she's trying to clean up the bloodline in a lot of ways. So she wants to do some major projects with Harry and Meghan, but now Meghan, I believe, is likely pregnant. So some things may fall behind the wayside. But with the chariot here and the emperor here, which to me in my readings always comes up representing the queen, the emperor always represents the queen, and the queen of swords always represents the queen. She is still, I think she's going to be around actually for a while. I say thank goodness. I think her rule is very interesting. I think she's a very interesting person. She's super powerful, more than what we think, more than what we ever know. She knows a ton, more than what we think, more than what we would ever know, both on this world, earth plane, and spiritually. Okay. I've gone into that before as well. Um, yeah, so I really don't think. Oh, I know. I'm sorry, guys. I forgot I put this eight of air down before. I originally asked to clarify the queen's feelings, but in this context with the chariot, emperor, and eight of air, and answering the question that I asked for clarification on the queen, um, I see this as Meghan having felt very, very trapped, very bound, very deeply embarrassed. Once again, like deeply embarrassed, really, really humiliated on I think also on a world platform. Like she's being observed by multiple people with this family acting like this. I think she feels exposed with this eight of air. But the queen with the chariot and the emperor is like, we know how to move forward through this, and trust me, moving forward is the best way for a victory. There will be victory, she says here with the chariot. And I know it, she says here as the emperor. Look at this card. This is the card of experience. You know, this is the card of a war. You know, this is a leader. Those eyes, you know, you can see they've been through war and they've seen the end of war. They've seen the beginning, the middle, and the end. So they've been through the fire before. So she knows. So she's mastered everything, the darkness and the light. Okay, just the way it is with the chariot. So honestly, I really kind of just did this reading because the other one, that last one with all those stupid comments got like the 3 or 4 comments got on my nerves. And yeah, just wanted to do a checkup. It seems that everything is going to be right. Let's see what these wanted to fly out. Let's see what's going on. There's a lot of hope. Again, I feel like this is the Star and the Magician. I truly feel, I have said this to you guys before, that family, they know some things esoterically as well. And they know about manifestation. And this is what the queen is doing as well. I feel like she's going to, let's say, spiritually and physically do some maneuvering about this negative publicity. Let me just get some more cards out here. Yeah, she's definitely, to me, interested in keeping, obviously, the royal family in a very good light here. So she may actually, with these 3 cards, she may employ somebody like a really good PR person to bring someone in. Here she is again showing up as the emperor. This queen, she does not play. Um, yeah, her intent with the Page of Air here in love is that she gets a stronghold on the nastiness coming from the Markle family. So everything is fine overall. I really feel like thank goodness she's kind of around because she fights battles, you know. And again, beautiful cards, okay? 10 of water and 2 of cups. This for me, I do believe there is a baby coming. It's not always indicated by these 2 cards, but each card is calibrated to each reader as to the meaning. So get over it. Whoever has a problem with it. Sorry, I need to get over it. I need to get over it myself. Stop talking about this. So I see a great partnership as well. Like the Queen may bring on someone who's a great partner. Harry and Meghan are definitely very, very happy. Their union makes the family happy. This is an unbelievably 2 card combination of just an amazing relationship and happiness. I do believe, again, there is a pregnancy, there are children on the way for sure, in my opinion, here, based on what the cards are telling me. So everything is really, really good. It's status quo. The queen is handling the publicity stuff. She's definitely not going to come out of her face against the Markles and give them any justification. They didn't really come up too strong in this reading, so I think she's already kind of done stuff. But her thing is about what her original mission was as the emperor. She is the one with the magician and the emperor. She is the one setting the standards here of how she wants to have the royal family be defined in the world. And that kind of matches Meghan as well in former readings, how Meghan wants to be defined in the world as well. They're both, with the strength card, they're all working on, I think, Harry, Meghan, the Queen, they're all working on definitions, how you see them. They're going to create the narrative. They're going to create the narrative by consistently being strong and consistently being consistent in being strong. Oh my God. As far as publicity is concerned, again, the queen is going to be working on making sure the royal family stays not only in a good light, but she does want to come up with some form of projects that do help. She has to figure out exactly how to do that with Meghan and Harry, because again, like I said, Meghan's going to be having some she's going to be having some things. Harry actually, he may, I got the hit just now with these 2 cards. He may actually be doing a little more traveling on his own while Meghan is pregnant. So we shall see. I will do a reading on that again sometime, probably in October, because I'll be traveling the month of September. So I won't have time to really probably do this. But everything is going really, really well, despite the fact of all the little jabs from the Markle family. All right, so that is that for now. Have a wonderful one. If you'd like to send donations or appreciation or have something nice to say, I welcome it. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye. Oh, sorry, I'm back because I forgot to read the comments. Oh, I see her skirt was above the knee. Oh, well. She also has gotten awfully skinny. Oh, I don't know what that's about. Maybe she's under stress. Um, yeah, they were at the Hamilton play. I just saw like that on my timeline. They look really extremely happy from the pictures that were taken. Oh, the mother Doria. I've read Doria. Hold on one second. Let me see. Doria as well. I find she seems like very nice, but also just kind of sometimes a little bit aloof, a little bit detached. That's how I read it. The father's that way too, but in a different way. He's more victim mode and addicted to creating the same scenario over again. Hold on one second. Here, let's ask about addicted to creating like a victimhood, like, oh, you abandoned me. I did this for you. You guys, like I said, you can see, I'm kind of paraphrasing here, but you can see like other readings where I did look at that more in depth and how I came to that conclusion. So let's see. I just do want to come out, but I'm not ready because I'm not focused. In case you're wondering, why did you put the cards back? All right. So Doria. Let's see, Doria. I don't know what the baby will be. I saw the card that's showed up as a boy, but that card also can represent a girl. I don't go that deep. I don't go that deep into it. Sorry. You probably have to look at another reader to do that. Because even though I do readings on celebrities, I don't know if you've ever just seen my channel for the first time. I don't like to go into people's energy too much because I do feel there's a level of privacy. What I can do is focus on the energies that are available, the energies that they are willing to just have out there that the cards will pick up and explain. So if you were wondering why I said to people earlier in the video, mind their business, and their people are probably like, well, you're reading cards, you're in their business. I'm just reading very general stuff. I'm not like going into their energy or anything like that. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. I feel like with Doria, right? I feel like she really wants to say something. She's a cool head, as we know. She's a cool head. So we don't need a reading to show that. But she is tired of the lies and the attacks on her daughter. She looks at her daughter in a highlight. She knows in her mind, and from what I've seen in the cards as well, she's a good person. I don't ever see anything harsh, but she looks at her daughter as really, really special. She feels her daughter is very special. Just not even if she wasn't her daughter. This is just a very special person. This is a good person. This is a person with just goodwill to people. And why are you attacking my daughter? That's how I think. But Doria also has this foundation where she's not shaken. And this is very interesting. This is why also as well she fits in well with the structure. On the other hand, she really does want to say something, and the monarchy, the royal family is like, no, let's just just l- please allow us to just you know all be silent and let's just walk away. Let's walk away with this. Now, this King of Water, a lot of times, I don't know if it's here. This represents typically, this comes up as representing Meghan's father. This card and also the Hermit card in my readings. Um, the Page of Water as well comes up after that. Now, the sister, right? She usually comes up as the Queen of Wands, the sister, the older sister, the father's other daughter. So I'm not exactly sure. It feels like possibly the father could be in a way like he is all over to me, like he's all over the place emotionally, with his thoughts back and forth. Not, I don't want to say bipolar, not bipolar, but just on one day, off the next day, deep in his feelings one day, and then the next day, everything is supposed to be like nothing ever happens. And I feel like he's going to try to come back with like a little bit of Meghan, I just, I miss you, and this, that, and a third. Um, I feel like Megan is like what I see here is I feel like her father has been like an emotional seesaw. And if you guys can see that. And he's really unfair with that. Like he's done this a lot of times. And I think that with this card, the hangman upside down, and then the temptation card. Honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. This is a new deck, so I can't remember which. Let me just take a moment to look up what is 15 in the tarot deck because and then I could I want to say it's a devil. Oh my god. It should have known with this bitten apple here and carrying on. So look, there are several. Her father has certain emotional addictions. It's just what I have explained in the past. Like he's like addicted to maneuvering people into these scenarios where he then feels like a victim. He can then have this whole narrative again about how you left me. I've done all this stuff for you. You're not even there for me. You're not even helping me. And he is I mean, I feel like Mr. Markle, based on the cards, like I said, the cards are they are for entertainment purposes only, but based on what the cards show, Mr. Markle is sometimes on some kind of substance, or it's altered mental states, and with this card below, as I was saying before, because these two cards came out together, this hangman upside down and this temptation or whatever. I don't care what anybody says. Like, to me, there's some form of mental like I said, like like medication or something. If it's not drinking or it's not some form of drug use, like I can't say that about Mr. Markle, but I can say that what I see in these cards indicates that. I can't say that that's true about Mr. Markle because he said he doesn't drink, but he said a lot of things and they're not true. So again, the cards are for entertainment purposes only, card readings. And I feel like Megan is trying to learn to stabilize herself deeply, like amidst her father's, like I said, what I see is like emotional up and down, seesawing up and down. Because I do believe in a former reading, I said that he actually has a way of contacting her. I don't know if it's like an old email or something that she hasn't closed down. And she's said one or two words to him. I believe, I suspect, let's say there, I suspect, I haven't drilled down into it. And yeah, I just feel like, he's kind of gone into the press and created this other scenario against them. But she's stabilizing herself. She's just like, you know what, dad is who he is. He's up, he's down with his emotions. I can't even anticipate how much more lashing out's going to happen. I've got my new family. My mother's here. She supports me. The queen, everyone we're bracing, we're supporting each other. And she needs really, here, just look at this woman. This is the card of strength. Okay. And you can just see like this card actually doesn't look a little like Meghan, so tired, just exhausted. And trying to, Lord, sorry about my little cuticles over there. I need some help. Yeah, just really exhausted and trying to get herself together here. So that is what I see about the mother, you guys. I feel like she really believes in it, her daughter, and admires her daughter, and just really thinks her daughter is very, very special and doesn't really deserve this. So what overall energies in closing? This is real closing. This came up, these two came up as well. Okay, so 10 of water, the Fool, and the 7 of air. I'm gonna pull another card to figure out what context the 7 of air is with. Ace of Earth. There's 6 of Earth. There's a 9 of air. Hold on one second here, you guys. 6 of Earth. Okay, I see what's going on. Um, I feel like Mr. Markle feels like he's just going past the point of family integrity, and I think there's just money, 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 money. I don't know if he comes out. Why do I see like some kind of journal, some kind of diary, some kind of personal thing of Megan's that gets either exposed or something like that? And if not that, then he's just coming out with more tell all, and he's really just doing it for money. She, on the other hand, on the other side of this, obviously is figuring out how she can have a real exit strategy from this family. But I think they're going to have to just ride this out because they are, this is just parasitic energy here. 8 of Earth, 4 of Earth, and 9 of Air. There is going to be obviously some more stress for her going forward. She's going to be a little more worried um, because her father, she kind of wants to hold on with the 8 of Earth, the 4 of Earth. She kind of wants to hold on. She's kind of worked hard for her reputation, for things, even though many of us might not have, maybe she feels like many of us might not have really known her before having married Harry. She still has worked hard on her reputation. She still has worked hard to get where she is in the world, you know, and she feels like her father is just really focused in the sister and that family. My God, they're just like a bunch of like hyenas, like getting breadcrumbs thrown at them. And she just feels like, they're like wolves. Wolves. They're waiting for distribution of money. They feel like she's hit pay dirt, of course. That's how they're looking at it. They're not looking at like this opportunity for her to build this wonderful legacy and help out in the world and have this platform through the royal family to really help the global population. They're not looking at it like that. They're looking at it like she hit pay dirt. Give me my payday. Money distribution. All right. And they are holding on hard. And they've always been like this. And I think the father may have done things for her, of course, in regular parental duties, but he's cheap as fuck in some way or another here, in my opinion. So, yeah, it's going to be a little more stress for her, but overall and in general, this is the foundation. Once again, of the 10 of water shows up. It's an amazing family card. You can't get any really much greater than that. It's also a level of completion with the family. So I feel like Harry and Meghan have completed a portion where they're just husband and wife, and now they'll be husband and wife with children. Okay. And the Fool can represent child too. But this is a new start for them. It's about them moving forward into the new millennium. So there really isn't much. There really isn't much more to talk about on this, you guys. Um, can't believe we've gone on for 30 minutes, over 30 minutes. But yeah, I'll take a look at the comments. That card does look like Megan. It reminds me of Megan. Let me look at it again. Like, that does not look like Megan. It doesn't. Doesn't look like Megan. It does not remind you of Megan generally. I'm not saying it's Megan. Oh my God, it's Megan. It does not remind you of Megan. Yeah, exactly. Green spirit. The Markles, yeah, they're not gonna win. Megan used to swear. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, as you can see, I swore in this video. So I mean I can judge her. She's swearing. I think the queen swears too. Here and there. Thank you very much. Like, does this not look like Megan? Like, I'm not saying it looks exactly like her, but it's definitely yeah. So anyway, good people, I'm glad that you joined me. Thank you for holding space for my little bitterness, and I cannot believe this video is going on for 40 minutes. I have to go because I have to go to my regular channel, the non-celebrity reading channel, and do some readings there. So you all have a wonderful evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And we shall chat again sometime. Take care. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Frida. Have a good one, all. Bye bye. You're welcome.